Hey, what's up everybody, Andrew here. Today we're taking a look at the new MSI GE73 Raider 8RF RGB012 exclusively from HIDevolution.com. Let's go and break down the specs. You're getting a 17.3 inch Full HD 120Hz TN panel, GTX 1070, Core i7-8750H, 16GB of RAM, 256 SSD, plus a 1TB platter drive for your games, and the retail price is starting at $2,049. The top section is made out of aluminum and it feels pretty sturdy, and the weight comes in at 6.83 pounds, and its thickest point is 1.18 inches. The bottom panel is made of all plastic, and you also have these rubber feet towards the bottom to keep the laptop stable. Let's take a look at the internals. Here you got your 256 M.2 SSD drive. The speeds are acceptable. 16GB of RAM. You can expand to 32 gigs. Intel 9560 with Bluetooth 5.0. This is a great wireless card. 1TB platter drive running at 7200 RPM. 2 fan setup, and last but not least is your 6-cell 51Wh battery pack. The overall build quality on this laptop is excellent. There's hardly any display flex or keyboard flex. This is a well-built laptop. This laptop's rocking a 17.3 inch Full HD TN panel running at 120Hz with a 3 millisecond response time. The color accuracy is gorgeous. It has 98% NTSC, and the overall viewing angles are pretty good and solid for TN panel. Backlight bleed is very common on LCD panels, so therefore HIDevolution.com does offer a service where they'll cherry pick the top 20% panels available for your model. Now take a look at my panel. This thing is almost flawless. Take a look at the greens, the blues. This thing is beautiful. Overall, highly recommend it if you're picky with your panels. This is one solid keyboard. I mean, it's not a mechanical keyboard by any means. However, the spacing, key travel, and the feedback from these keys offer very good confidence. Overall, I really enjoy typing on it and gaming on it. The individually backlit RGB keyboard offers a ton of customization options per your needs. It's powered by SteelSeries, and you can customize it at will. This trackpad is pretty solid. It's powered by some Synaptics. You also get 2 physical buttons, 2 finger scrolling, multi-touch, and tracking was pretty on point. On the left side, you got a decent amount of ports. You got your security lock slot, exhaust port, RJ45 Ethernet, HDMI 2.0, mini display port, USB 3, USB Type-C 3.1, headset jack, and your microphone input. On the right side, you got an SD card reader, 2 more USB 3s, exhaust vent, and last but not least, your charging port. Your USB ports also light up, as well as the right side, and you have some LEDs on top of the laptop to complete the light show. This is really cool. There are 2 2-watt speakers, 2 3-watt subs, and the sound quality is fantastic. I was very impressed with the sound quality, clarity, and bass levels. Overall, A+. Next up, we have webcam test, the 720p HD webcam. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I personally think it's fairly decent for a laptop. On average, the maximum fan speeds can get to around 48 to 50 decibels. However, with cooler boost turned on, it can get up to 55 decibels. This laptop features the 8th generation Core i7-8750H, which is a 6-core processor with 12 threads. This processor is very capable and is very powerful. For the GPU, we got a GTX 1070 with 8GB of GDDR5. The 1070 is kind of like the sweet spot. It offers incredible performance and value without going too crazy on the money. Games like Overwatch will get to around 125 to 140 frames per second on epic settings at 1920 by 1080p. Next up is Battlefield 1, again running at 1920 by 1080p on ultra settings. I'm getting an average around 95 to 110 frames per second. Overall, the GTX 1070 handles Battlefield 1 with ease. And finally, we have Fortnite running at 1920 by 1080p on epic settings, and I'm getting an average around 95 to 120 frames per second. Overall, the GTX 1070 can handle many of today's AAA titles with ease. The Core i7-8750H ran pretty cool on this laptop. On average, I was getting around 76 degrees Celsius, with a max of 79 degrees Celsius. The same thing can be said for the GPU. The maximum I got was around 77, and the average was usually around 75 to 76 degrees Celsius. Overall, these temperatures are very impressive. Now keep in mind guys, my unit does have the $95 upgrade performed by HIDevolution.com. This is a thermal interface upgrade package that will repaste your GPU and CPU to get you the best performing temperatures. Battery performance from the 6-cell 51Wh battery pack is pretty weak. I'm getting an average around 2 to 2.5 hours on medium screen brightness. And if you plan on gaming on the battery pack, I'm getting around 45 to 50 minutes. Alright guys, so let's get to the conclusion of the MSI GE73 Raider 8RF exclusively from HIDevolution.com. This is an impressive laptop that is relatively thin and light for a gaming laptop, especially for a 17-inch model. The 8th generation Core i7-8750H is a very powerful CPU, and the GTX 1070 is kind of like the sweet spot in terms of GPU raw power and price to performance ratio. The 17.3-inch TN panel is superb, the color accuracy is top notch, and the viewing angles are actually pretty good for a TN panel. The 120Hz and 3 millisecond response time is icing on the cake. This is one of the best panels out there right now. The heat and overall system performance was excellent, and with cooler boost turned on, the CPU temps never got over 80 degrees Celsius. The trackpad is really responsive, and the keyboard is really great for thin chassis. You also get a ton of customization options for your keyboard lighting and effects. Overall, I recommend this laptop. It offers an incredible gaming experience in a package that's relatively thin and light. It only weighs 6.83 pounds, which is on the light side of the scale compared to other 17-inch gaming laptops. It's also one of the thinnest, coming in at 1.18 inches. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the MSI GE73 Raider 8RF from HIDevolution.com. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll catch you in the next one.